Hello, instructor and class. This is Willie Ryans, and this is my post that I was assigned to do for my homework. And this is my research on child and infant development that I'm going to walk you guys through here. In the first one of today, please excuse the bright light in my office room in here. It doesn't have very good lighting. It tells about the stages. This is about the stage of childbirth, and the childbirth is there are several stages that a mother must go through giving birth to a child. Once the woman goes into labor, the contraction changes her cervix, so it begins to slip away to the side to make space for the infant to pass through the birth canal. The birth canal consists of the pelvis, the muscle in the pelvis, and the vagina. The delegation opens the stage's longest possible exclusion. Now, this may last up to 30 to 60 minutes. There's no time limit actually on how quick a woman can have a baby or how long the labor process starts. They all are different. The next one here is giving birth at a private residence. And in this, I was searching, research find out that most doctors and nurses do not recommend that mothers give birth for their first child at a private residence at their homes, as long as there is proper medical assistance there, proper help, but it's not recommended. Now, in this paragraph that I research and find, it says giving birth is generally safe wherever you choose, depending on there's a safe environment. So the environment must be safe. However, it is not recommended by doctors nor nurses to give birth with your first child at home. It was stated that there are more assistance and more medication at the hospital just in case something does go wrong. Be sure to surround yourself with positive people to prevent postpartum depression from setting in. Even though there are millions of babies that are born inside the hospital, most women prefer to have their babies at home if they have the proper assistance available, of course. This is just to avoid rushing doctors and rushing nurses. This next one here, this is the birth process. And I have here where the baby head is pointing down. You'll see the head here coming out. You'll see here where the head is all the way out. And then you'll see here where there's about 50% of the baby out. And you'll see his body is slowly coming out. And this is where the body is all the way out here. And the stages are where you have the pelvis, where that's the bony part of the birth canal. And then you have the muscle area in the pelvis, and then you have the vagina area where the baby passes through. And on around here, where we talk about the well-being of the baby. This is the well-being, which is very important. The very first moment of a childbirth is critical to a newborn. The vital sign must be checked properly right away. A newborn needs to have a body temperature of 97.0 Fahrenheit to 98.6 degrees 0 Fahrenheit, or 36.1 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius in a normal room environment. Having a strong heartbeat is very important as well. A normal heartbeat for an infant is 120 to 160 beats per minute. Also, the child airway needs to be clear, and his or her breathing needs to be normal. The breathing rate needs to be 40 to 60 breath beats per minute. And here are some of the cute pictures that I took of the infants. These speaks on the emotions and the psychological and the physical care of the newborn here. Now the writing is kind of small and everything is cited The emotion, psychological, and the physical care of the newborn is critical. This is the life of a normal, balanced individual that requires immediate attention after birth. To make a child feel emotional safe requires a mother and a father to put in plenty of emotional support. This includes a lot of hugging, kissing, playing games with the infant. What does this do? What does it do? It draws attachment and builds a bond, makes it stronger. To strengthen the infant psychologically, a mother or a father should actually sing to the infant, put different toys in their hand, nothing too advanced, plenty of eye contact. For the child's physical well-being, a mother should breastfeed instead of generic foods. This is highly recommended by doctors as well. So, of course, I would agree with that, with the breastfeeding for over formulas. That is also cited as well by scientists. And in this particular part here, this is the medical checkup for newborns. Here, a low APGAR score does not mean that your baby is unhealthy. It means that the baby may need some immediate medical care, such as suctioning of the airway or oxygen to help him or her breathe better. Perfectly healthy babies sometimes have a lower score, especially in a first few minutes of the birth. Okay, a APGAR score provides an acceptable inconvenience, a method of reporting the status of a newborn infant immediately after the birth to respond the excuse me on that word there, a resuscitation if needed. Excuse me. And here are some more pictures where I drew the bonding parents here with the baby in the womb, as you can see. And here is the entire poster again that I've worked on. Thank you very much, class. I will actually go over it real slow so you guys can actually see the sightings on these writings. I apologize if they're a little too little on here with these references. Now, I apologize if the room is a little dark as well.